I started out making models as a release in some ways from the real world. I was a draftsman and engineer by trade and spending anything up to 16 hours a day chasing around the country on contract work. I found the model making to be my release from that. Once you actually start working on a project, I certainly become obsessive with it, get into it so deeply that it blots out the problems of the real world. And I still use it as a retreat now. If things are getting too much, is disappear in the shed, open a model box, start building something, root through my box of bits, see what I can actually use to create something. And whether I spend 2 hours or 2 days on it, for that period of time, the rest of the world doesn't exist. It's my release from reality, in effect. Mildenhall will have a vast range of models. You start off, you can go right back to the First World War on the aircraft side, probably First World War aircraft, both civilian and military. People will build anything that really takes their fancy. It's difficult to pin down what any one model maker will do. Almost anything you can physically think of or feasibly think of, there is likely to be on show here. The range is vast and is only limited by the imagination of the model makers actually in attendance. You cannot say that we are really any one type of person. We are anybody and everybody from 14 years old up to retired people in the club that we have. Everybody has their own particular fields and subjects. The one overriding bond between all of us is that we all love models, model shows, and what we actually do. We use it very much as an entertainment as well. The club meetings that we have once a month are really our excuse for going down the pub. We are a mix of people from every walk of life, every type of background. I think in some ways a crazy lot in what we do, but people tend to look at us and treat us as if we're a bunch of overgrown kids, which I suppose in some ways we are.
Oh, some 50-odd years now, 1936.
It's a day out, and it's a very, very good day out. And at the end of the day, win or lose, we will have all gone home, spoken to a lot of friends you only get to see at the shows. So everybody tends to treat the day as a general meeting day, talk over what you're doing, all your new projects, your new ideas, and go home hopefully with some new ideas of your own from what you've seen of other people do. Nothing ever gets thrown away. We keep everything from bottle tops. In some ways, go back to the old Blue Peter days of all the toilet rolls, sticky back plastic. Everything goes in a big box in the shed, and sooner or later it will find its place on a model. You don't know what part it's going to form until you think, well, I've got just the piece that will create that. Most of my models are built at home, whether it be in the kitchen, on the dining room table. I try to, wherever possible, wait until the children have gone to bed because I can concentrate a lot better. My modelling day starts about 6 in the evening and goes through till about 3, 4 o'clock the following morning.
Teenagers are bombarded.
Going to be much longer, David?
No, nearly finished. I have done it purely and simply for fun. It's, as I said earlier, my pleasure. I don't go drinking a lot. I don't go to nightclubs, anything like that. I found I spent more and more time building the models to the point where, in some ways, I say the models have overtaken my life. It is now my whole life. Everything I do is geared up to the models. Hopefully one day I'd like to be making a living doing it. I don't have any desire really to sort of working an office 9 to 5. If I could make my whole future making models all day for whoever and doing that, I would die a very, very happy man. Yeah.